Back, guys. We're in beautiful Coronado Cays. This is going to be one of Southern California's most prestigious neighborhoods and one of the only marina neighborhoods south of Newport Beach. So this is one of the only places that you can park a boat and have a boat and a boat slip. Over 600 boat slips within the neighborhood. We're going to do a walking tour and we're going to kind of showcase this neighborhood. There's about 6 individual neighborhoods that are in Coronado Cays. You have a little security booth right here. This is all part of the Coronado municipality. So I'm going to be walking over here, kind of showcasing some of the prices, some of the real estate in the neighborhood. This is, in my personal opinion, one of the nicest neighborhoods in Southern California. For one, it's not built next to anything really. It's in between Imperial Beach and Coronado, which is a very upscale community here in San Diego County. And one thing I do love about Coronado Cays is that within the neighborhood, as you first come in, there is a park that is part of Coronado, the city of Coronado. Now, it is within the neighborhood of Coronado Cays, but one thing about this park is the people in Coronado Cays are very friendly. And I always talk with people when I used to bring my dog here before he passed away. And everybody here is just very friendly, very outgoing, very approachable. And, you know, this is interesting because this park within Coronado Cays, I'm about to show you right here with the tennis courts and a dog park in here. Anybody can come in here and play tennis, okay? Anybody can come in here with their dog. The locals do not discriminate against this because this park is actually part of the city of Coronado. So it's in the neighborhood, but it's part of the city of Coronado. I'm gonna kind of showcase this a little bit. So within Coronado Cays, there's about 6 neighborhoods. There are private boat slips as well. And within this neighborhood, you're going to get a variety of different architecture and a variety of different price points. So we're going to kind of walk around and show you exactly what you get, how much it costs. And all right, guys, I just landed here on the tennis courts and I wanted to just reiterate that anybody can play in these tennis courts. And right now, I only see one group of people that are on the courts. It looks like there might be some type of maybe emergency services coming over here. Maybe somebody is having a heat stroke or some type of ambulance is needed, but there are people there. So this is going to be the tennis courts that anybody is invited to. And like I said, beautiful tennis courts where anybody can come in and get some tennis going. So it's kind of cool that people can be part of this park within Coronado Cays, and you don't have to live here. You know, that's kind of one of the unique things about this particular neighborhood is that you can take your dog here to the other side of the tennis courts, and they keep this super manicured. So you know, if you have a dog, I see a lot of dogs. I used to bring my dog here off the leash all the time, and never had any problems. And you know, people, even the residents, take their dogs off the leash. I'm not sure about the exact laws on that, but never had any issues. We're gonna take a drive here. Let's jump in. And this is gonna be the dog park I was telling you about, right here. Looks like they have some type of fire station within the neighborhood. Like I said, this is the city of Coronado property. So anybody is welcome into a public park within Coronado Cays. So we're gonna come up here, we're gonna do a U-turn, and I'm gonna be going back into the Trinidad Village, which looks like to be the first neighborhood that we're gonna pull into. But like I said, big open dog park, super clean, super manicured, very beautiful. This is gonna be our first stop. This is gonna be Trinidad Village. Take a riding tour through here. Through Trinidad Village. This is gonna be the first stop. I'm gonna see how many stops I can get. I got somewhere to be here in about 30 minutes. So we're gonna try to walk through a little bit of the neighborhood and kind of showcase some of the stuff here. So the homes in here, there isn't really any recent comps that have sold in this particular part of the neighborhood. It looks like in this neighborhood you're going to be having a couple different style homes. These are going to be split homes with shared walls. So these are technically, I guess, considered some type of townhome or condo within the neighborhood. And the prices here are going to range you about the mid to low 2 millions, upwards to over 5 million. There actually has been a comp here over the last 30 days with a price point within the 6 million or close to the $6 million level. I'll let you guys look that up. It's a 5-bedroom. It closed a bit of time ago. So these homes like this are, you know, they're going to be, the price is going to be based on the location within the neighborhood. So you're going to get various homes that are on the water that might offer a private marina. Some of the homes that are away from the water obviously are going to be a lot cheaper. And just like anywhere, the location is going to dictate your price point on how long or how much you're going to sell your house for, right? And this is going to be kind of the entrance right here to the marina. I'm going to see if I can walk through. Looks like they have a separate clubhouse right here for residents of the Trinidad Village neighborhood right here. So you have a your own within the neighborhood of Coronado Cays, and within the village of Trinidad Village, you're going to have your own community center right here, as well as I'm sure there's a pool right there. I'm not going to go snooping around. I don't want to disturb any of the residents in the neighborhood, but I'm going to come showcase some of the private marinas. I believe there's about 600 private docks within this neighborhood. And these homes, like I said, are built mostly in 1975. So I'm going to kind of swing this around and show you what we got going on here. So this is one of the only neighborhoods south of Newport Beach. In fact, I think this is the only neighborhood south of Newport Beach that you are going to get a private marina, okay, that takes you into San Diego Bay. It's going to take you into the Pacific Ocean. So obviously these homes on the water, they're going to be much more. They're going to be in the $4 or $5 million range, depending on the size, the square footage. And there's only so many homes in here for sale. So the limited supply obviously yields a higher price point. This is kind of a market that is disattached from the broader California market or the macro real estate market, simply because of the unique factors that I'm showing you right now. I mean, there's not a lot of places that you're going to be able to get a ocean or a waterfront private dock within your neighborhood. Okay, just keep that in mind. That is a very specific thing that people look for when they're purchasing a home or a property within the Coronado Cays neighborhood. So what's something like this is going to run you? Like I said, you can be starting in the low 2 millions for maybe one of these split townhomes, and these single family residences are going to be a lot more. And if they're on the water, they're going to yield a premium. You're going to be paying, you know, upwards to 5, close to 6 million. If you get one super move-in ready that's been remodeled, it's going to be closer to that $6 million range. So the architecture in here is pretty, you know, pretty reminiscent of most of the neighborhoods that you'll see in these upper class California neighborhoods. Similar colors. They got the slate roofs, which I love. And, you know, everything in here is planned. This is a master plan community, part of Coronado Cays, Trinidad Village. And you're going to have, you know, beautiful homes with skylights, nice walkways, nice architecture. You're going to have beautifully manicured yards. I mean, I really wouldn't call this a yard, but you get what I'm saying on these split ones right here. Everything is just super clean in here. The HOA is going to be probably in the mid 3s. I think the HOA does change depending on where you're located at in the neighborhood and things like that. If somebody's in the neighborhood, please let us know if there is a set HOA or kind of a little bit more about that. We'd love to get your feedback. But everything in here, super clean, super nice. Like I said, a picturesque private California neighborhood. You got people out doing the gardening. You got, you know, a wide variety of different style homes. Like I said, these are split homes. These are going to have a shared wall, it looks like. So All right, guys, so we got a couple comps within the neighborhood. We have a couple homes that have sold this year within the Trinidad Village. And I love the fact that they got every name of a street and name of the personal neighborhoods after cities in the Caribbean. You know, it's pretty cool. It's kind of a nice theme that they've chose to do. And like I said, these houses have sold within this year. We got one selling for $2.2 million. It was a 5-bedroom, 3-bath, approximately 2,582 square feet, sold back in January. Got another one that sold between 2.9 and 3 million. And there's some concessions on some of these for the privacy purposes. I'm not going to mention those concessions. I'll let you do the math on that to figure it out and reach out to me personally if you have any questions. Sold back in April of this year. It's a 4-bedroom, 3-bath at approximately 3,493 square feet. We also got another one that sold for 2.5 million back in March. It's a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, approximately 2,091 square feet. And you're going to probably ask, you know, what's the price per square foot within this micro market of Coronado Cays and Trinidad Village? It's going to run you about $900 to $600 per square foot. And obviously that's depending on waterfront access, updates, things of that nature. Like I said, this is one of the only neighborhoods south of Newport Beach that you can have a private marina dock on your back porch. So just kind of keep that in mind. Approximately 32 to 56 days is going to be your average days across the market here from start of listing to the close of escrow. An HOA is going to run you about the mid 300 to upper 300 range, which is fairly reasonable for what you get within this neighborhood. Like I said, you're getting a private clubhouse. You're also getting all the maintenance and the landscaping within the neighborhood. All right, guys, we are pulling into the Port Royale part of Coronado Cays. Now, this is going to be a tight-knit footprint of homes, detached homes, built between the late 80s and early market 1990s to give you guys an architectural breakdown of kind of what these homes architecturally are built in during this time. So recent market activity in here is pretty strong. We've had a couple comps here. Homes selling between 1.7 million upwards to close to 2.8 million. We've had a couple sell over the last few months, anywhere from a 4-bedroom, 3-bedroom and up to a 4-bedroom. And these are all single family detached homes. So historically, guys, this neighborhood has closed transactions typically between this range. The premium bay view units obviously are extending much higher. The fully renovated, you have some homes in here that haven't really been remodeled in quite a long time. They've been in the family for decades. So just kind of keep that in mind. Depending on the view, depending on the remodel status, is going to give you a higher price per square foot. And most of the homes in here are a little bit on the larger side. 1,700 square feet, going to be the smallest, heading upwards to close to 3,000 square feet, topping at about 2,800 to be exact. And days on markets here is going to be moving a little bit quicker than the Trinidad Village, about 32 days on market. You know, homeowners in this particular part of the neighborhood are going to be paying about $391. Spans from 274, excuse me, to $391 per month. It's going to give you access to the private tennis courts, the clubhouse, the pool and spa within Port Royale neighborhood. Let's keep on moving here through the neighborhood here. All right, guys, we have arrived to Blue Anchor Cay. This is going to be one of the most prestigious areas within Coronado Cays, and I'll show you why, obviously. I mean, it should be obvious. I'm going to be coming up to the private docks, private marina, where it looks like this entire row of homes, including that one with new construction going on right down there, has a private boat dock. Now, obviously, guys, with them being right on the water here, this is going to be one of the more premium lots, the premium properties within the neighborhood. And for obvious reasons, we got a new construction going on right there. I don't know if you can see it in the distance, but hopefully my camera can show you that this is one of those areas of the neighborhood that they don't like the house. They just remodel it. They just tear it down and start building and building and building. So a lot of these homes are nice architecture, you know, they've been remodeled obviously over the years, but if you want to kind of make it a new modern home, like something like over here, right here, like right here or there, those are going to be definitely, those are going to be full remodels, full gut jobs. And it looks like a lot of people have taken the same idea with that right here on the marina.